Boyd Martin at the Jersey Fresh International 3-day event. Boyd's ridden 4 horses today and is tentatively the winner of the CCI
Three-star.
Three.
Short. Think.
Boyd will tell you which horse in which division.
So it was a busy day. We had dressage obviously on Thursday and Friday, and then today was all of the show jumping of the short format, and cross country the short format, and then just the cross country of the long format. So in the long format we had Denise and Pierre's Contestador, Cortez as we call him. It's his first crack at this level, and the course was ridden pretty tough, and he went like a champion. Unfortunately, right at the end I made a bit of a pilot error and tried to get 4 strides, a wide 4-stride turn where it should have probably been an inside 3-stride turn, and Cortez was sort of doesn't adjust that well and thought I was going a different direction. So we had a glance off at a corner, which was incredibly annoying, because that wasn't the hardest jump on the course, and in hindsight I wish I rode it a bit different. And in the 4-star short we had Ray Price, and Ray's starting to come on. He's still a little bit spooky and a little bit unsure of everything, but he show jumped well this morning. He had 1 pole down, just a plank behind, and then cross country I just gave him a nice ride around, and again we're aiming him for Bromont in about a month's time, and this was a good run. Didn't go flat out on him, had about 8 time penalties, and we still got a little bit of work to do in all 3 phases for him to be very competitive up there, but I think he will be very competitive up there, so looking forward to that. And then in the short format for the 3-star we had 2 of the easiest named horses on the event, Barry and Luke. And Barry, it wasn't Barry's weekend, it wasn't my weekend. Barry, we had a couple of lead changes in the dressage, then we had a stupid rail in the show jumping, and then in the cross country I thought, righto, I'm going to get a prize here on Barry, and I was going like a demon around the cross country, and unfortunately went straight past one of the easiest jumps on the course. It was just a coupe, or a sort of rampy jump between 2 trees. I didn't even know it, and I was galloping, and I jumped about 10 more fences, and then they started flagging me down, and I thought the rider in front of me had crashed or something, and they told me I'd forgotten to jump. I was like, so many apologies to Nancy Hathaway and Kathleen Crompton, who support this horse, and yeah, that won't happen again, so that sucked. So I went back to the barn and had my final ride of the day, which was Luke, which is a new horse for me, and very, very exciting young horse. I don't know him that well at all, but he's all class. You know, he's really, really talented. Obviously, great dressage, had a great show jumping around, and then he just went like a champion cross country. Still not quite in sync with the way I like him to go, but he's my kind of horse. Like, he's pretty brave and bold and feisty, and I think he finished pretty well at the end of the day. So we'll spend the next couple of months getting to know him. But yeah, very, very exciting. Probably not our best event overall, but some good performances amongst them. So tomorrow, show jumping for Cortez. He looks like he's pulled up well, and on to the next.
And how did things turn out for your students?
It was good up and down day. So my two boys that helped me ride at home, Bradley Champagne and Mike Pendleton. Brad had a really good round on a horse called Wallaroo that I actually bred in Australia, and they've really just started to click this year, Brad and Wallaroo, because you know, once you get to this level, it's not easy, and Brad's worked really, really hard at his riding, and finished really well, so he's aiming for Bromont. And then Mike's got his new ride, Steady Eddie. George and Gretchen Winterstein and Denise and Pierre Leahy have been kind enough to pass on Steady Eddie to Mike, and I mean, he's not the easiest horse to ride, and unfortunately right at the end of the 3-star short course there was a big massive table and a big long 4 strides, and we were trying to work out if we'd be better off bending it in 5 or doing 4, and in the end old Eddie flew over part A and just kept on charging
I saw that.
down the hill. So poor old Mike's not very talkative at the moment, but it's not easy actually getting a, you know, everyone thinks, oh, you get given a big time horse and you just have to sit there. Like Eddie's a bit quirky and he's got that sort of panicky glance off run out. I've had many run outs at corners, so Mike's,
They looked very strong earlier on the course.
yeah,
though.
he's going well. I mean, he's just got to learn to ride his quirkiness, which is going to take a bit of riding. But
And they've
I mean,
both got grants to go to Bromont, right?
yeah. So the boys still got a bit of work to do next month, but in the next month, and but it should be a good event. It's a great event up in Montreal. It's one of probably my favourite 3-day events in the world. So,
All right. Thanks.
thank you.